Okay, hello everyone. We just had some, let's call it technical difficulties. I hope nobody saw it. Anyway, let's unlock the fourth boss and let's kill it, because the weekly reset is almost upon us and I would like to spend some time with Xenia today too. So, we could go for some upgrades, or we could just go and try to do it first. You know what? Let's be cheeky. And I'm gonna unlock the helmet and the ring. And whatever we get, hopefully, from this raid after the fight. Okay, so the entrance should be here. Let me check some stuff while we fly there. It was somewhere here, right? Okay, I think this is it. Yeah. I guess we could go for some louder music. Okay, so all of it is 9. I'm not sure if I'm a fan of that. Much as I'm loath to disturb Eric so soon after what just occurred, I am afraid circumstances do not afford us the luxury of time. Perhaps it will do him well to speak about recent events concerning both the keyword and his father. The creation of the world which surrounds Pandemonium was an astounding feat of magical prowess, a feat accomplished by none other than La Habrea. That both my father and I can bind others in chains is perhaps the only thing that we have in common. Okay, so that guy was his father? Or... okay, I don't know. So it is true. I'm La Habrea's son. Ah, okay. Bereft of his talent for magics, or his brilliant mind, but his son nonetheless. Surely this doesn't come entirely as a surprise to you? Nay, I had an inkling when you said you had practiced ethereal shackles since childhood. Assuming you haven't been employed here quite that long, it had to indicate some long-held connection with La Habrea. Okay, that is fair. I'm not sure if it necessarily means fatherhood, but still. It was La Habrea that taught me how to cast ethereal shackles, but that was it. My further education was overseen by the wards of La Habrea. More specifically, my mother, who was a researcher there. You did speak of Athena, chief keyword before La Habrea. She is your mother, yes? How astute. I can see now why you were chosen to lead this investigation. You've the right of it. Athena was my mother, and it was she who invited me to join her here. La Habrea had nothing to do with it. I see. There is little love lost between you two. What I cannot see is why La Habrea was appointed chief keyword when another was already in place. Okay, let me change one thing. Was in place. My mother is no longer with us. And La Habrea was all too eager to assume her responsibilities, with nary a moment spared to mourn her. What love do I owe him now, when he offered not one drop of compassion then? I see. She is no longer with us. An expression to convey the end of a life. I have known only the public face of La Habrea, while he is lauded for his ability to maintain composure in the face of unnerving circumstances. I must admit that oft he comes across as cold. Apologies, but can we speak of something else? This topic isn't an easy one for me to discuss. Of course, there are more pressing matters at hand after all, namely how to deal with Hesperus. We have yet to see the other warders. Judging by what we know, we can surmise that Hesperus has confined them somewhere beyond our grasp. And now that he is aware of our presence, he will be preparing for our next encounter. We cannot expect to face him on equal footing, quite the opposite in fact. Every moment we spend chasing after the creations is another moment Hesperos can contrive another advantage for himself. The wisest course would be to find him first and foremost. He said that he has become one with the creations. Perhaps that means he is vulnerable to interment. In theory, that should be possible. However, is it enough merely to confine him after all he has done? Well, sounds like a start, really. I need to know why. I need to know what drove him to forsake everything he's worked for. Was it all truly so that he could serve his master? To my mind, he has merely put La Habrea's own work at risk in trade for some nebulous power. La Habrea is the chief keyword of Pandemonium. How would throwing it into disarray win his favor? It doesn't make any sense. I share your curiosity, but we must consider that our enemy has us at a disadvantage in every sense. What do you think? Should we seek to put him in fetters, or would it be too dangerous to allow him quarter? I'm not quite sure what to allow him quarter means, but... if you fail to confine him, I can always strike him down. That smirk. Daring as ever, I see. I know not which trials you have faced in your past, but to see you so certain is all the convincing I need. Very well, let us try Eric's plan. Thank you, Nika. I believe I can shed some light on the nature of our foe. When Hesperos spoke with us, I noticed he bore the telltale fangs of the Vricolakas, a beast which feeds off the eater of its prey. Lately, that is the creation Hesperos merged his essence with. And we know all too well that he can change the environment around himself at will. The battle will not be an easy one, but I believe in our victory. Okay, let's do it. The fourth circle is accessible. Let's queue. But perhaps not on the dancer. Okay. By the way, that's a good idea to head the chat. And let's see if we can do one thing. I don't know if it's gonna work. That's why that's a trial synthesis. Come on now. At least. Okay, let's do it. Funny how he's only the fourth boss. Well, I don't know if only, Maybe later he'll show up too. Okay, what? What? Barely. Well, GG. I guess some people have done it multiple times at this point. Oh, face first. Someone's dead. Not here. Okay, loot. Okay. Not what I wanted, but alright. Now, Themis, we end this here. Famous last words. Fools, I will not be put in chains. To think that I would fall before one such as you. Perhaps I should have treated you as more than a mere nuisance. Considering how easy it was to kill you. Well, defeat you. Despite your victory, you shall never have the knowledge you seek, the secrets of my transformation, the secrets of my deception. They shall return to the star with me. You are wasting your breath, Hesperos. We have the upper hand now, surely you can see that. Yes, my repertoire is not exhausted yet, however. Although I have failed, my end shall be on my terms. What? I remain loyal to my very last. Come what may, I die with dignity. There is no dignity in death. And I'm sorry if someone understood what I said negatively, but that's not what I mean. How did your ambition lead you so astray, Hesperos? You were better than that. Your star shone more brightly than any other in Pandemonium. You had Lahabria's respect, his trust. What more did you seek? That you would forsake all that and sully your legacy besides. He became so blinded by his own desires that he lost sight of his duty. In the end, he lost everything, and his plans lie in tatters. I fail to see any dignity in that. Even so, I would have liked to know why he chose this path. Hesperos's infatuation with your father was his undoing. Perhaps he was jealous that fate had chosen you and not him to be Lahabria's son. Okay, I'm getting an alarm. 1 second. reminder to go cooking, but to go and cook, but not today. I'm kinda going on Christmas food still. Blah blah blah. So terrible did this jealousy became that he sought verboten power that La Habria would be unable to ignore. How does a pursuit for respect warp one's heart so? How does infatuation with one person turn into contempt for everyone else? I've never heard of such a thing. It's not as uncommon as you might think. It happens, but that doesn't mean it's right. I see. I admit I cannot but find it vexing, but perhaps that signifies not but my own capacity for bitterness. I do understand what it is to have a beacon to follow in dark times, a person you trust to guide you through. But it is how it is to desperately wish for their light would fall upon you again. But we have spent enough time assuming the intentions of the departed. There are the living to consider. We must find the other warders and round up the remaining creations forthwith. Of that, at least, we can be certain. I believe I can be of help in that matter. The influence of Hesperos's magic is fading throughout Asphodelos. Now is the perfect opportunity to seize control of the facilities and restore things to their original state. Seize control? You can really do that? Why do I get a feeling that he's gonna be evil in the end? What? What is this presence? Eric, what lies beyond the threshold? That's the passage which connects Asphodelos to Abyssos. Why? Be on your guard, you two. Now that Asphodelos is free of obstructions, I can more easily sense disturbances in the lower levels. Something stirs in Abyssos. A warding sigil? How? Let us return to the gates for now. I should like to apprise the situation from there. Needless to say, our investigation is far from over. Although we have defeated Hesperos, it appears we have but scratched the surface of Pandemonium's troubles. My head is still swimming with questions, but could this mean that Hesperos wasn't actually behind this? It is a stark possibility, yes. The root of this crisis may lie somewhere much deeper than even Abyssos. When we first encountered you, you said the memories of your escape were vague and that your senses were muddled. I believe this was more than the result of a panicked mind. You were made to feel this way by a powerful magical influence. It is possible that this same magic could have poisoned Hesperos's heart, twisting his affection for Lahabria into a burning obsession. Then, in his altered state, he was made an offer of power he could not refuse. Wait, are you suggesting that someone else turned Hesperos into that thing? If so, it stands for the reason that they wouldn't stop at him. Indeed, our mysterious mastermind does not lack for subjects for his experiments, for more potential hemitoi. If what you're saying is true, then my colleagues, they're doomed to share the same fate as Hesperos. Do not lose heart yet, Eric. Hesperos challenged us alone, and that tells me that the process of his creation was a long and taxing one. If he was the first Hemiteos, then the rest of the warders are likely still alive. However, much as I would like to hasten deeper into Pandemonium, the way forward is sealed off. We must focus our efforts on finding a way through. With the creation still having free reign of Asphodelos, that won't be easy. On the contrary, I yet retain control of these circles, and thus can wield interment magic within their halls at will. The creatures will pose no threat to us. Just like that. Then nothing's stopping us from returning order to Asphodelos. Okay, so basically they're gonna clean the place until the next batch of raids is gonna pop. Just so, I shall require your expertise to keep the peace after the subjects have been returned to their confinement, however. You are Asphodelos' sole remaining murderer after all. Truth be told, I did not expect this investigation to become so involved. Of course, I would like to resolve matters here without resorting to outside help, but... Do you mean to send a report to Lahabria? It is too soon to say. Let us first find a way into Abyssus. It would be best to... Okay, give me just a second. It would be best to withhold our judgment until we have ascertained the whereabouts of the other warders and the identity of the party responsible for their disappearance. Agreed. Even so, if it means saving even a single life within Pandemonium, then I'm not above asking Lahabria for help, should it come to that. Recent discoveries certainly paint Hesperos's actions in a new light. The number of unknown elements in this investigation grows, and we must proceed forward with the utmost caution. To that end, Eric and I shall remain here for the time being. Much as I enjoy your company, I do not believe we shall be needing protection so long as we remain in Asphodelos. You should take this time to rest. Surely you are weary, and there may be more battles ahead of us. Themis' burden may grow heavier in your absence, but he's shown that he's more than capable to bear it. Still, I would like help wheresoever I'm able. I would help wheresoever I'm able. All we've achieved so far has been thanks to you two, and I mean to repay the debt I owe. I don't know what use I can be outside of placating the creatures, but I'll find a way. Nonsense, you owe us nothing. It was thanks to your knowledge of the magics which govern this place that we were able to come this far. Elsewise, we would have likely succumbed to the hippocampus's assault. Each of us has arrived at this dire pass by separate paths, but it is only by combining our respective expertise that we will reach the end of it and see Pandemonium saved. Okay, is it me or they kinda talk too much? Thank you, Temis. Hesperos's words seem to have affected me more than I realize. Together we've come this far, and together we'll reach the end. I have no doubt we will. Even so, let us allow Nika her rest. Besides, you have someone awaiting a report on your progress, yes? I dare say your story will be much more than they ever imagined. Okay, I think I went a bit too high on volume of the music. Oh, I have no inventory space. Good thing it was just... or was it? I don't know if we lost something or... Okay, I don't know if we were able to grab the minion or the orchestral roll, but... Okay, 2 should do. And I really need to do something about this inventory. Okay, what? Ah, okay. I was under the impression it's here, not there. Okay, so that's a Reaper set. Kinda neat. Welcome, Nika, back from the past, none the worse for wear, I see. So, what did you find? So there is evil afoot in Pandemonium, an already ominous place, I must say. Mythic beasts and missing warders. Truly, we are fortunate to see you returned to us in one piece. It appears the voice Nika heard from the crystal spoke the truth. As for who left it behind and why, those are yet questions to be answered. Indeed, it could be someone who lived among the ancients, or it could be someone trying to avert a tragedy from the future. Much remains Much remains shrouded in mystery. Yet ilm by ilm we shall unveil that mystery, with the help of Nika, of course. By her actions was the fabric of the past reshaped, yet she returns to the same present she left. Which can only mean one thing, that her intervention in Pandemonium's crisis is but one of the countless building blocks of history upon which our present has been built. What? There is no telling what consequences would arise if we stopped pursuing this matter now. Whatever plot is unraveling within Pandemonium, we must not let it reach its conclusion. If one of those creatures should escape, what ripples would carry forth to the future? They might wreak havoc upon the world of the ancients, and their despair would leave an indelible mark upon history's pages. That despair would only feed the terrible beasts that arose during the final days. The first final days already had a drastic effect on the eons that followed. If the scars it left were made even deeper, then we risk losing our present entirely. Whatever the cost, our connection with the future of LPs must be preserved. I know I have asked much of you already, but can I count on you to continue your work in Pandemonium? Your tireless efforts are much appreciated. If there is aught we can do to ease your burden, you need only say the word. Speaking of which, might you return the crystal into our keeping? While we cannot accompany you to the past, perhaps something can be gained by researching it further. It shines just as splendidly as the day we met. We shall begin work right away, but I cannot promise any meaningful results for some time. And as matters in LP seem to be in a similar state, I must ask you to rest. I must ask that you rest. Okay, come on, I really can read. But before that, allow me to make an introduction. As our research moves into its critical stage, I found it only suitable to recruit another assistant. You mean the quartermaster? Mileni is an expert in armaments from throughout history, be they from the far-flung past or made in the most modern forges. Should you find aught of interest in your adventures, bring it here and she will be glad to offer her services. We know researchers in numerous fields that would love to get their hands on artifacts from bygone eras, and will give you goods in return that should aid you in trials ahead. How about you people give me my gear right now and I just bring you stuff? I would say that would be even better for everyone. Furthermore, if you ever wish to peruse the records of events you have reported here, Nemiji has been taking faithful and thorough notes. She is at your complete disposal. So, Savage incoming in 1 week, I guess. I sense that we have embarked upon something monumental, something that will dwarf all else I have accomplished in my many years of research. I can think of no greater honor nor reassurance than to have your capable assistance in this endeavor. If there is anything to be found that will contribute to your success, we shall find it. We shall not rest until we have unlocked the mysteries of this crystal, and you will be the first to know when we do. Ah, shit, I can't. It's too many. What to do, what to do. 1, 2, 3, and we need 4. Or 3. Okay, that's kinda cute. Discal tombstone. Ah, for the weapon. Okay, so that's 580. That's nice. Ooh. Those are kinda fun. Just a bit boring, but in combination it might be good. Kinda cute. Not amazing, but I kinda like it. Okay, that's a nice jump. Oh, and we don't have to go for the ring, it's just a token for accessories. So we're going for boots next reset. Okay, let's see. I guess the ring? Yeah, the ring. Okay, I'm gonna fix the inventory off camera. So yeah, thank you for watching and see you soon. I think I'm gonna stream on the weekend on well, let me see, because Saturday is gonna be the first. I most likely have Friday off work. So let's say I'm gonna stream on the noon of Friday and hopefully noon on Saturday and same time on Sunday. The question is for how long, but I think it's gonna be good for me to keep the schedule like that. And I don't know if I'm gonna stream the additional clears of... Okay, give me a second. I don't know if I'm gonna stream the additional clears of Pandemonium, but I am gonna stream something, so let's see. Anyway, thank you for watching and see you on Friday.